Randall Hughes with God Glorified, and we're commenting on today's Bible reading from Ezekiel chapters 21, 22, and 23. And there was a phrase that was mentioned twice in Ezekiel chapter 21 and verse 25 and verse 29. And it says, when iniquity shall have an end. It's a phrase that is said again in Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5, when it says, in the time that their iniquity had an end. And then there's a similar statement said in Daniel chapter 9, verse 24, and this 70 weeks are determined against thy people and upon thine holy city to finish the transgression and to make an end of sins and to make reconciliation for iniquity and to bring in everlasting righteousness, to seal up the vision and prophecy, and to anoint the most holy. I think it's so amazing. We're all at times tempted. We all in our flesh are at times weak and struggle and are drawn toward, and we fail. And there's going to be an end of that. But there's His righteousness and His kingdom, there shall be no end. And so I want to be a part of His kingdom and of His righteousness. And so amazing. And just the Word of God, and multiple times once again in our readings, that they may know that I am Yahweh. I mean, He's just the King of all the earth. He's just the creator of everything that is made. And there's people that don't know Him and don't recognize Him for who He is. And so somehow I want to be a part of the increase of His government and peace. Somehow I want to be a part of His righteousness. Somehow I want to be a part of sharing the knowledge of who He is, His greatness, His goodness, His mercy. Because iniquity, the things that we see so prevalent in our world today, will have an end. And I'll just tell you, I believe the end is near for iniquity. I can't tell you all I know and understand about prophecy, and it's something that I've said I will try to deal with some on the channel in the near future, and I hope to. But I'll just tell you, I believe the coming of the Lord is so near that it could happen before I have a chance to deal with it. I mean, I believe Jesus could come at any time. And so just an amazing thing. And I want you to be ready. And I'm striving by His grace and intend to be ready. Iniquity will have an end, and there will be His judgment. And we see that taking place here against Israel, against Judah. When it says Samaria, that is Israel. That was the capital of Israel. And so one of the passages that jumps out at me in our reading today is in chapter 22, and it's verse 30, and it says, I sought for a man among them that should make up the hedge and stand in the gap before me for the land, that I should not destroy it. But I found none. God, help me to be a righteous man that you could find. Help my listeners to be a righteous man or woman that you could find. Somehow work in our hearts, transform our hearts, make us what you want us to be, God. Create in me a clean heart and a right spirit so that I am what you are looking for. I want to be what He is seeking. And I want somehow to inspire someone's heart to seek the Lord while He may be found. And so that's the word for today. Seek the Lord. He's coming soon. Prepare your hearts for His return. God bless you.